been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Kansas State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Baylor's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though. And David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most. And that's when we start talking about...
There he goes. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
The give. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were, and the back knew exactly where he had to get 6.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got it behind the line. It's Need. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Turns on the Jets. He's at the touchdown Bears! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give on the inside. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs, and then hopefully move the football.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Back to throw, it's Turner. It's complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll test the right side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Finds a crease at the 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bears are rolling down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll move the tight end. To the air on first down. Now adjusting. Took a shot as he threw. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna look downfield again. Lets it fly. Got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And he will
time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll run it from the gun. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense on?
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Power football with the run. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now on second down. The give to the tailback. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Gets it past the marker. Turning it on. What a play there. He's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Man, it would be hard not to continue to feed this guy the rock. He just makes big plays. Last week you saw it. Over 100 yards, making big plays already in this football game. He is a big play waiting to happen.
Finds his big tight end. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
At the 35, he's loose. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. And the Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is his big...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Right down the boulevard. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Turner. The sweet feet buy a little time. Quarterback gets the first down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Looking downfield on first down. The throw. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on target this time. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
You're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race. You've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
Might be changing the route. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! Quick strike through the air.